What's going on, everybody? It's me, Working Man, and I wanted to just do a quick little review on Happy Gilmore 2. This movie was very weird. I love the original. I think it was really great. And, but yeah, this one, it was really fucking long. How, it's 2 hours, damn. Yeah. There was things about this movie that I liked, and there was things that, I thought was really dumb. It was almost like a mix of like good Adam Sandler movie with, bad Adam Sandler movie, it, I don't know, it was very hit and miss, There was some things that were funny, some things that weren't, at the beginning of the movie, he kills his wife, with hitting, from the tee or whatever, the long shot or whatever they call it. So yeah, that was weird. And oh yeah, it opens with and that's another thing about this movie. It almost feels like you're watching Happy Gilmore 1 and 2 at the same time because like there are multiple times they'll play a scene right from the original, for people that have never seen the original or something. It's very odd. But yeah, so they show him, like he's like, "My name is Happy Gilmore, and I love hockey," and he's like falling down and stuff. So yeah. Also, it's kind of weird, and you can tell, his daughter in the movie is his real daughter, and when he goes to the Alcoholics Anonymous, that girl, I don't know who she played. I don't remember. I don't know like most of the characters' names in this movie. Like seriously, like it's basically like everything's just like a joke, 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 and you don't have time to even learn anybody's name. It's crazy. But yeah, of course his daughter. Oh, and they even did this thing. It was so dumb. Like at the end of the movie, she is in Alcoholics Anonymous, and Ben Stiller is Hal from the original, and he's been making them do like yard work and washing his car and cleaning his house, so I guess just kind of get free labor. And the people that go to Alcoholics Anonymous or whatever, usually they're sent there by the court and they can't say no. So like if they don't go and do it, then I guess they get in trouble or whatever. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's kind of dumb because I don't think you could get away with something like that. Um, but yeah, I kind of like the whole, you're in my world now, and I did the "you're in my world now, Grandma." But yeah, his daughter is in the Alcoholics Anonymous, and basically she plays an undercover agent that basically is there to expose how for I guess being what do you like, a scumbag that makes people do like, I don't know, like it's kind of like, I guess, what do you call it, I forget the name of it. It's like free labor or some shit. I don't know. I can't think of the word. But yeah, there was a couple things that like I said, that were funny. Mostly, like when Adam Sandler did something, kind of goofy, like with there's a scene when he's like playing golf with, or well, he's like trying to get back into it because he's depressed, from killing his wife or whatever, and he's become an alcoholic. And so he goes to, or well, I think it was John Daly that tells him, he needs to get his groove back and or play golf again because his daughter, Sunny Sandler, wants to go to this like ballet thing or whatever, and apparently it's like $300,000, which I get that you want your kids to succeed, but motherfucker, $300,000. I mean, but I mean, I guess if you're good enough to, win it at golf or whatever, I mean, I don't know. I just feel like the uh, the plot was a little weak. Like it didn't feel like there was like stakes or whatever. Like in the original, Grandma was gonna lose her house and she was gonna be stuck with Hal, and he was mistreating her, and all the old people. Um, but yeah, there are just so many fucking cameos in this movie. It's almost like fucking Deadpool and Wolverine. Like every other character is like someone. I mean I don't know most of these people. I don't know who the fuck Bad Bunny is. I don't know this guy. I don't know this guy. Um, I think John Daly's a golfer or something in real life. Yeah, he's a golfer. Um, let's see. I don't remember who Otto was, but I recognize him from Little Nicky, which I'm kind of surprised they didn't have like a Little Nicky cameo from the movie, because there's a scene when one of the newscasters, he's like, you know, did Happy Gilmore sell his soul to Satan to you know get amazing golf powers or something like that, and that would have been a really good scene for him to I don't know, like flash to like him as little Nicky on the throne of hell, and he might been like, yeah, I mean, I don't know what the fuck he would say. Something like, that guy's going to hell anyway, or something. I don't know, something like that. But yeah, it would have been a chance for him to do little Nicky again. Let's see. So yeah, Haley Joel Osment or Osment. I always thought it was just Haley Joel Osment. But anyway, he's like one of the main bad guys. Him and some other like kind of weird, like, I don't know, YouTubers or some shit. One of them has a chainsaw. That's basically all I really know. But yeah, him, and I want to think maybe that guy. I mean, he looks different right here. I have no idea, or maybe it was him. I have no idea. But yeah, there's a guy who's come up with this thing called Maxi Golf, which is stupid. Apparently, like, they're trying to make golf more extreme and stuff like that, but everything is just so like convoluted and stupid. Like, apparently, like, there's like no real rules to the game. It's just chaos. Like, people are riding around on dune buggies and hitting shit, and there's fire, and I don't know. It's just some weird shit that I mean, it's like turn your brain off, don't think about it, just laugh at the jokes. And at the beginning of the movie, that's kind of what I was doing. It was just like, all right, I'm gonna just. I know it's an Adam Sandler movie. I know it's gonna be dumb, but I know there will be a few jokes that'll probably make me laugh. But anyway, yeah, like I was saying about the one scene, or well, one scene that I thought was pretty funny was he was with I forget that guy's name. Let me see if I can pull up the full cast. But yeah, there's some like annoying like kind of Gen Z people or whatever, and they're all playing golf on this like cheap ass course, and of course since he's like trying to get his groove back, he sucks. Let's see. Yeah, this is the scene right here. Yeah, like they don't know he's Happy Gilmore because he looks, out of shape, and he's like got the beard and stuff, and he does like the Happy Gilmore swing where like he runs up and tries to hit it, and this guy here, I know I saw him in Ironheart, but I don't know what else he's been in. Some people say he's famous. I mean, I don't know him. I just don't. I don't know any of these people except for Adam Sandler. But anyway, yeah, he's like, is he doing the Happy Gilmore swing? And he's like, yeah, my uncle tries that shit all the time and it never works, But yeah, so like he does it and misses and falls on his face, and then later on, I think it's this guy. He's like, dude, he's like, stop with the Happy Gilmore swing or something. He's like, you're not happy or something. And then he takes off the hat and glasses, and he's like, "Holy shit, dude, you are Happy Gilmore!" And then, oh yeah, one of the things that was kind of funny was he was like doing the "it's all in the hips" and kind of just like a flashback to when Chubbs was like kind of like on his ass and like kind of swinging him, and the black guy, he's like, is this guy having an orgasm on the course or something? Because Adam Sandler was like, oh yeah, but yeah. I mean, it's not that funny, but I mean, it was a little funny the way it was kind of done. But yeah, then like he gets drunk and like he crashes the golf cart into these two, and then like basically it explodes, and I can't remember if they died. I mean, I hope they did because I hated them. They were like really obnoxious. I know he lived because later on in the movie you see him and he's got like a neck brace on and stuff. So yeah, but yeah, it is what it is. Wasn't great. Wasn't the worst thing I've ever seen. They really wasted Steve Buscemi's character. Oh, and his kids. Dear God, like I mean, these obviously aren't his real kids. Except for the girl. Um, but yeah, like apparently they're supposed to be like him, but not really, because like they're always working out and they're always fighting and stuff. And yeah, this scene right here was really stupid because Adam Sandler's car wouldn't start, and then they were like punching and kicking it for some reason, like that's gonna start it. And then what's his name? Steve Buscemi comes in and he starts punching the car too, and then they're like, "Hey, don't punch my dad's car!" And then they like kind of start like I don't know, like, they're gonna attack him or something. And then I guess to confuse him, he does like a ballet twirl because early on in the movie he was watching the daughter do it on the porch with her trainer, and then he kind of just runs away or whatever. Oh, and there's a scene of him pissing in a mailbox. I mean, it's just like, something funny. But what else? I mean, like this movie is so long that like you forget so much of it. Let's see if there's anything that jogs my memory here. Oh yeah, that's Chubbs' son, which I thought he looked a little too old to play Chubbs' son. I mean, Carl Weathers, I mean, he looked great until he died. I mean, he looked like I don't know, he was like still in his 50s and stuff. But yeah, this guy, he looks a little too old, and not to mention like the hand thing. It was goofy and stupid. Like, you know, it would have been kind of funny if it just was a regular, like kind of like Chubbs' hand. Like instead of this bent weird shape or whatever. And maybe you could have been like, yeah, that motherfucker. Or well, no, that's right, the alligator died. I was gonna say it'd be kind of funny if he was like, yeah, the alligator got me too, or something like that. Or yeah, I don't know. It's kind of stupid. Oh yeah, that's the obnoxious girl that they were like doing I don't know, like twerking dances and stuff like that. They were like, playing that song, like to the wall, and she's like shaking her ass, and he's dancing, and they do some kind of like buddy, bro tap kind of thing, and then the white kid over here, he's like, oh, that was really cool. He's like, I wish I was part of that. And let's see, but yeah, what's weird is uh the woman who played his wife or whatever, like I feel like she looks better here than she did in the original movie. Maybe because her hair is longer or something, and she just had bad hair in the first movie. But yeah. Anyway, again, yeah, this is family. Let's see. Oh yeah, that's the guy from what do you call it? The Water Boy. Let's see. Oh yeah, that was a weird thing that they did here. I didn't recognize, or I didn't see the air conditioning the first time I watched this, or well, the only time I watched it. I just recognized it now, or saw it. Anyway, so yeah, like basically, what's his name? Shooter McGavin, he gets, pulled out of the insane asylum because the Maxi guy or whatever wants, Shooter McGavin to come work with him and beat Happy Gilmore. But, Shooter, he likes, regular golf, because the new shit was really stupid. And he's like, I'm not going to have any part of this. And he throws like hot coffee in the guy's face and, kind of burns him and stuff. Um, so yeah, basically he goes to the graveyard and he's like talking to Vanessa, I think that was her name. And basically he's like, I'm sorry I, made you go get me a Pepsi. And then Adam Sandler is like, it was diet. They kind of fight. And yeah, for some reason, like whenever they land next to Bob Barker's grave, they start like mimicking the fight that he had with Bob Barker, and then like they land next to the jackass guy, and then they kind of mimic, the fight with him. Which was there a fight with the jackass guy? I can't remember. I don't think there was. I don't know, but yeah, there was. It looked different. Is all I'm saying. Like basically, it was like almost like every time they moved to a different grave or whatever, like something would change. It was like really weird. I don't know, like what they were like trying to reference, or maybe they were saying like the spirit is inside them or something. I don't know. I don't know what they were doing. Oh yeah, and then like it was kind of dumb or whatever. But the woman that was killed with, or well, she wasn't killed. But the woman that was hit with the AC in the first movie, the Mister guy or woman, she has a grave out here with the picture of her with the AC on her, and you hear her in the ground. She's like Mister, and then they're like, oh shit, and they run away. Let's see. Oh yeah, I didn't like his caddy. I thought he was really just not funny. Like he didn't have any moments that was great or whatever. Basically, he was like kind of a waiter at this fancy golf tournament place or whatever, and he got fired because he's I guess gave a guy the wrong beverage or something, and yeah, it was just really dumb. And then I guess Happy Gilmore felt bad for him, so he was like, "Hey, why don't you, come be my caddy or whatever?" Oh, and that was another weird thing was that the guy in the original Happy Gilmore, like, let's see if I can pull up the, let's see, Google, let's see, Happy Gilmore 2, Blondie. Let's see. Should have a picture of him. Or, well, maybe if I just put it in regular Happy Gilmore. Yeah, this guy. Basically, he's back in the new movie, and he's like choking his own caddy. And Adam Sandler, he's like, do you forgive me for, choking you? He's like, I'm sorry or whatever. And he's like, oh, I forgive you. And then Adam Sandler walks off, and Blondie, he goes, but I don't forgive you. Like it was supposed to be funny, but I don't know, it wasn't really funny. And then later on, whenever Blondie he like hits the ball into the woods or whatever, and then like yeah, he's like choking his caddy, and Happy Gilmore looks at him and he's like, yeah, now he gets it or something, just wasn't really funny. Anyway, let's see what else. Um, oh yes, the insane asylum parole board. Like, basically, they ask Shooter McGavin, like, "Do you think you're sane after being locked up for 30 years or something like that?" And they're like, "What would you do if you ran across Happy Gilmore?" And he's like, "I would say hi, shake his hand, and clearly he's like kind of on edge and looking crazy and shit." And then he's like, "What would you do if Happy Gilmore were to be wearing a gold jacket?" And then you see him like grip the chair, and he's like, "That was my jacket!" and he starts freaking out. Which that was it wasn't really fun. It wasn't funny, but it wasn't that bad or whatever. Let's see. Oh yeah, I like his putter. They brought it back. The hockey stick putter. Let's see. Mm, But yeah, apparently like everybody in the movie loves Happy Gilmore. Like they're like, oh, we're such big fans of you, and he's hanging out with like I guess these are other golf legends or something, which I don't know anything about golf. Oh yeah, that's the blonde guy. Let's see. Hmm. Oh yeah, they brought back the joke about the guys. They're like happy rules or whatever. Kind of dumb. Oh god, yeah, that was so dumb. Like apparently, like for some reason I don't know why, but in this scene, like I think it's this one right here, he needs to make a putt, and he doesn't go to his happy place. He talks to the the caddy, and he's like, "Go to your happy place." And for some reason, that helps him make the putt, which is stupid. I mean, I don't understand that. But anyway, this is his happy place. Like he has like a pot of honey, and he smears it on the guy that got him fired. And then like a bear comes up and just starts attacking him, and I don't know. It's just really dumb. Excuse me. Yeah. Basically, yeah, like once Happy Gilmore gets his groove back or whatever, like he's like knocking stuff around and like he I think hits like the ball from like or the what do you call it, the sand trap, and then like a snake comes out of it and lands on this guy, and he's like, ah. Let's see. Oh yeah, he's got like all his old man stuff in his locker. Oh yeah, this is the guy that got the other guy fired. There's a lot of stupid stuff in this movie. Oh yeah, it's Haley Joel Osment, I guess the T. But yeah, that's another thing in the movie that's really weird. Is like they say that like the Maxi people like they had a ligament removed like from their hip or something, so they can turn even like further, which gives them more power to drive the ball. And so yeah, basically, all the people they're kind of like cheating or whatever. Let's see. I what's his name's back or whatever. Honestly, like I feel like they didn't give him any good lines. Like he basically like says the same thing from the last movie. He's like, psycho or whatever. Oh no, well, was it him that said that or was it? No, I think that was Adam Sandler that said psycho. I don't I don't remember. I think maybe they both said it. I don't know. Oh yeah, Rob Schneider shows up for a little bit as the midget on the little or tricycle. Oh yeah, that was another joke in the movie that apparently like everything that Happy Gilmore owns is a flask or something. Basically, he's like drinking out of a golf club and drinking out of a pair of binoculars and drinking out of pretty much anything that he has. Like even the golf ball, like he unscrews it and drinks out of that. Let's see. Yeah, that's the main bad guy or whatever. He's got the hot coffee burned or whatever. Oh yeah, that's like this is really kind of gross or whatever. But they were talking about how like they marinate the brisket in ketchup or something. I was like, ugh. Oh yeah, and all his kids they do the same thing that he does with the penis joke or whatever. And then yeah, like basically this guy like he's like, oh, you won't touch me because if you do, you'll get in trouble. And then he goes over to the little like store phone or whatever, and he's like, hey Linda, can you turn off the security cameras for 90 seconds or something like that? And then he throws him in a lobster tank, and apparently the lobsters attack him. Oh yeah, that's his daughter, which you can obviously tell they have the same fucking nose and pretty much the same eyes too. Like they look very much alike. Oh yeah, and then there's this black woman. Like I don't know why they put her in the movie, but all she does is like act goofy or whatever. Like when he's in AA, like she's like, "Oh my God, it's Happy Gilmore," and she's like, "You're making golf interesting to black people again." And she's like, well, ever since Tiger Woods or something. Which I mean, I don't know why Happy Gilmore would appeal or like be appealing to black people. I mean, I don't know what the joke there is. Yeah, that's the new version of Hal or whatever. Don't really like his Native American look or whatever. It's kind of weird. Yeah, there she is again. There's his daughter, or not his real. Or in the movie, that's not his daughter. It's another character. And doing the penis joke again. Oh yeah, okay. So yeah, apparently they all three lived. I was hoping she or these two died, but no. Oh yeah, and then this guy right here. I don't know who the fuck this is, but apparently like he like quotes the movie Happy Gilmore, which is weird. It's like kind of I don't know, like a fourth wall breaking kind of thing or something. It's really weird. Mm. Oh yeah, the son of the guy with the nail in his head. He shows up and then like he's got a little tiny mom or whatever. And basically, yeah, there's like this stupid joke where like the big guy like he takes off his clothes and starts running around butt naked, and the grandma's like, "You need to put your underwear on," and like she has like a huge pair of underwear, like it's almost like her underwear or something. Like it's really huge, and obviously that guy, he's very thin, he's not fat. Oh yeah, there's Eminem, and he looks really fucking weird in this movie. But yeah, he's like wearing like a wig and a lot of makeup and stuff, and he's got like a really bad beard and stuff. And he's like, my dad was the jackass guy, and he's like, I'm gonna, I don't know, make or call you jackass or whatever. And basically, he doesn't last very long. Like basically, he's like, you can't lay a finger on me or else you'll get in trouble. And he's like, well, I can't, but my sons can. And then like his sons kind of throw him in the lake, and then alligators eat him or something. It's not really funny. What else? Oh yeah, there's Shooter McGavin. I was gonna say, yeah, like basically, you know, he's like, oh, I look like your dad or whatever, and he's like, at least I'm not wearing that stupid Brewers jersey or whatever, and then they're like, oh, hey, don't you talk shit about the Brewers, and it's kind of dumb. Let's see. Oh yeah, that was kind of a weird joke or whatever, but these two were watching Love Island, and then you know, Shooter McGavin's like, wow, she's got some body on her, huh? And then, you know, well, Tim, is it John Daly or Tim Daly? I think it's John Daly or whatever. But he's like, oh, we don't objectify women like that anymore. And then Shooter turns to him, he's like, what? It's a little funny, but kind of dumb. Oh yeah, that was kind of a dumb scene or whatever. But yeah, like he's had like the secret file and it's got like an X-ray in it, and they talk about how like a guy had a shoe shoved up his ass, and that's how they found out about the ligament that let him drive the ball really far and all that. It was really stupid. I don't know who the fuck this is. I think yeah, these are the same guys from the original movie. I mean, how the fuck is that guy still alive? I mean, I'm pretty sure that's the same guy. Hmm, let's see. Oh, yeah, that's where he gets out of the asylum and he's acting all crazy or whatever. Yeah, they have a montage where like he kind of, is doing like really crazy stuff. Like he hits three balls into like three cups and basically like a bunch of different stuff like that. Oh yeah, and then like he goes to like a golf pro shop or whatever, and he tries out the golf club, on the little screen thing, and everybody's like, "Whoa, you're really good." But I was gonna say, I just realized, she's pretty hot. She got some pretty big tits. Yeah, I was gonna say they were really annoying. Wait, who the fuck is that? I don't recognize that guy. Let's see. Don't recognize him. This is his daughter. Don't know who he is. Well, I mean, I know who he was in the movie, but I don't know who he is in real life. I don't know who most of these people are. I know Guy Fieri. Don't. Oh yeah, that's the what you call it. The guy that's like from Joe Dirt when he's like, "Home, where you make it?" So, yeah, like most of these people, I don't know who they are. Let's see, who the fuck is that? That one looks familiar, but I'm not sure who it is. Oh yeah, they do like a lot of. I don't know if these are like real podcasts or whatever, but or YouTube shows or something like that. But yeah, they kind of show a lot of these kind of things, and I don't know who these people are. Okay, that wasn't in the movie, so I think that's just like from actual real life or whatever. And say, is that Tiger Woods? I don't think he was in the movie. You can say, who the hell is that? But anyway, that's pretty much the movie. I mean, I can't think of anything else. I think I pretty much covered pretty much all of it. I mean, if there's anything else I might have missed, obviously it wasn't very memorable. You know, this movie, like, it's what do you call it? Like, it's pretty close to a 6 out of 10. But I'm gonna say that it's lower in my opinion. I'd probably go to like maybe a 3 or 4, somewhere like that. I'll say 3.5 out of 10. 3.5 out of 10. That sounds about right. Like this is like there was a couple jokes that made me laugh. It wasn't the most god awful thing I've ever seen. It was just oh, I just realized that he had a picture of grandma on his you know wind or his what do you call it, rear view mirror. Couldn't think of it. I think he had a picture of grandma in the original. Yeah, he did. Okay. I was gonna say I don't know why I don't remember that. I guess it's been a little while. I should have watched the original and then watched this one or whatever. But yeah, that was like one of the things that was kind of dumb was like basically like he hits like the ball around and hits him in the nuts and stuff. It's kind of stupid. Yeah, I just realized I better not, show too much of it on here because it'll be like, oh, you can't put it on YouTube because, you got little bits of the movie showing or whatever. I mean, I fucking hate YouTube sometimes, because it's just like, you know, why can't I show like, little bits of the movie or whatever? I mean, it's not like I'm showing the whole damn movie. I mean, I feel like they should have a rule where, like, you can do up to 1 minute or 2 minutes straight of footage from the movie. I mean, granted, if you were to like, try to do 2 minute sections of an entire movie, obviously, yeah, they could, get you in trouble for that. But I mean, I feel like, most people wouldn't do that anyway. But just I don't know. Let us use little bits of the movie so we can talk about it. Anyway, let's see. I almost expected like in that scene right here because like they always talk about like how women golfers are like dudes or whatever, and I almost expected like a pair of balls or something to be down here. Let's see. Close. But yeah. Anyway, so yeah, that's pretty much my take on the movie. Like I said, it is below average. Doesn't live up to the original in any way. There's some good music in the movie. A lot of classic '90s songs. A couple of scenes that, like I said, were funny. A lot of it wasn't funny. I feel like they should have like kind of. Can I pause this? Yeah, pause it. There we go. Anyway, but yeah, I feel like they should have done something different. Like, instead of doing the whole like, oh, I need money so my daughter can go to Paris and become a ballet dancer. Like, how about like I don't know, like maybe fuck. I mean, I don't know. I can't think of anything at the moment right now. But yeah, I just feel like it was kind of weak or whatever. I mean, if I wasn't tired, I probably could think of something, better, something, with more stakes or something. Um, Also, I think they should have ditched the whole like family thing. I think it would have been better if Adam Sandler, like his or Happy Gilmore, like after his wife dies or something like that, like he kind of just like is single and basically hangs out with his buddies, like David Spade and all of them from Saturday Night Live or whatever, and that way they could be like, hey man, we're gonna try to help you get your life back in order because you're an alcoholic and you're miserable and whatever. I just feel like that would have been better than the whole like having four sons and apparently they're tough guys that beat up on stuff, and I got a daughter that likes to dance and wants to go to Paris and yeah, stuff like that. And, I just didn't care for it. And also, I don't know why Tim Daly is it Tim Daly? I keep forgetting that. Or is it John Daly? Let's Happy Gilmore 2 cast. I don't know why I can't remember that guy's name. John Daly, yeah. But yeah, he's like living in his garage, and I'm like, why is he living in your garage? I don't understand that. But anyway, whew, I guess that's gonna be it for my review. I mean, hopefully you liked the video, and if you did, give a thumbs up. Um, I kind of want to talk about Fantastic Four. I watched that too. It was. I mean, I'll talk about it. Whenever I do the video or whatever. But anyways, I don't know. I never know how to end a video. I just keep talking. It's very weird. But anyways, I'll catch you guys later. And if you can, give me a like and subscribe. And like I'm trying to reach 100 subscribers, and I know that's not much to most people, but to me it means a lot. I want to try to grow my channel. Talk about more stuff, and really just kind of build a little community or whatever. You know, I mean, I don't have much going on in my life. Well, we don't need to get into all that. But anyways, I'll catch you guys later. Peace.